Hey, it's Miss Marino, and these are my stripper stories.
Miss Marino,
Hi.
welcome to Stripper Stories, girl. You ready to give us a little tea?
Yeah.
Okay. So tell us, you're a dancer, ex
Yes.
dancer, current dancer.
I'm kind of like in that point where I'm stepping out of the club.
So we in the middle. We in,
Yeah,
we in a space.
I'm transitioning.
Okay. Transitioning dancer.
Yeah.
How did you end up in the game to begin with?
Um, I was a COVID grad. I graduated college in 2020. So I like my family, they kept me out of the loop in the thought of anything that has anything to do with the streets. I never knew nothing about stripping. So after I graduated college, it was hard to get a job because it was COVID. Like it was the end of COVID, but even with the world opening back up, it was still hard to get a job. So I had to think fast. And when me thinking fast, a light bulb clicked and was like, maybe you should try dancing.
Right.
So that's kind of how it started.
Yeah, when COVID hit, a lot of girls went to OnlyFans because we couldn't get outside or whatever. Did you think about that first?
No, I was so innocent. I was straight out of college. I was raised Jehovah Witness. Like I wasn't thinking about no OnlyFans. Like TikTok had just came out. Like no, I was somewhere on TikTok dancing. Not thinking about OnlyFans.
What was that first night like for you going in the club? Like, what kind of money did you make? What was the experience like?
My first night, I'll never forget. I made like $1,100, and my head was fucked up. I was like, "Oh, what? Like I could have been doing this. Like this, what the going on? This what I've been missing out on?" And I never looked back.
What what do what can you say is like the most amount of money you've made in a single night in the club?
I'll say about 10,000
10,000. What, like, you don't have to say the exact club, but what city was you in?
in Vegas.
In Vegas. Is that normal in Vegas to make that
Um,
kind of money in a night?
I don't know about the white clubs. I've heard that them girls in the white clubs in Vegas, they make that type of money on the normal. But this was an urban club.
Mm.
And I made half of it in the club and the other half out the club.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, girl, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Do you feel like Vegas was your best or favorite place to dance?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, that was an era. That was.
It's a lot like a lot of tourist money, right?
Even the money, like the locals,
Right.
it was good.
Okay.
Did you gamble ever?
No, I never learned. And I always said that, like, I would meet guys and they would take me gambling with them. Like, I've tried to play roulette, but no, I never knew how to gamble. I just go with guys, let them gamble. They'll give me some money to gamble with, and I end up keeping that shit. Like,
That's good. That's real good.
Smart move.
always.
So you had mentioned, once you got to Vegas that you were meeting a lot of like very beautiful women, but they was selling the cat. It was on the cat. Can you tell us what that experience was like? Because you mentioned that, like you said, you was innocent, kind of. Once you had never really went that route before then or whatever. So what was that like?
It was interesting. It was very welcoming. It was looked at like glamorous. Like I said, it will be some of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen in my life, and the fact that they will be welcoming towards me, like to be a part of it, I would. I was like, okay, this is it. Like I'm that girl. Like I'm one of those girls. And it wasn't like a negative thing. Like I'm from Chicago, a place where being a hoe, being a stripper, it's looked down. Being a stripper is like it's looked down on in cities like that. You know what I'm saying? Like all we see is from what they put in the movies, or you know what I'm saying? So to actually be in person with these girls and for them to like show me the glamorous side of it, it was like it was fun.
Have you ever seen the movie Showgirls?
Yes.
Okay, so it's kind of
Yes.
like that.
Yes.
What
Yes.
about Pretty Woman?
Pretty Woman. I ain't seen that in a. That's one of them movies I done seen with my grandma when I was too young to be watching it.
You should go watch it now.
I've seen. Yeah, I need to watch it as an adult. Like
Right,
I've seen that. I was a kid. I don't really can't
you
remember
really understand it now.
what I understood about it. Yeah.
So, I'm pretty sure in Vegas, especially when you started kind of moving outside the club, that you ran into a lot of like celebrities, a lot of stuff. Without mentioning any names, what can you tell me is like the craziest experience you had out there outside of the club? If you want to mention some names, you can, but
Okay. I had a bottle girl. She had invited me out to a set because the main club out there is Dreas, and I got invited. I will always get invited to sections at Dreas.
they closed.
They closed
Indefinitely.
Are you serious?
Swear.
Somebody got something going on. That was the spot.
I know. That's be with all the hustlers stayed on the spots.
Dreas and then Dreas after hours. That's crazy. But I got invited out to Dreas. I'll say his name. It was Chris Brown. He had I think he performed there that night or something, and he had a section, or maybe he just had a section there. But we was in a section with Chris Brown. Like, that's the type of shit I was talking about. I used to just be with celebrities like it was nothing, because they knew to invite girls like me because I wasn't fanned out. Like, I'm from Chicago. Everybody in Chicago think they're a celebrity. Like, that's just our attitudes. So I invited a girl to come with me because they was actually doing auditions at Dude Club that he had out there. So a lot of girls from all over was in the city at the time. So my homegirl that came for the audition, she was in the city. So I told her, I'm like, oh, come to the section with me. Like, I didn't even know who section it was, but I'm just like, come outside with me or whatever. So she came outside with me. And keep this in mind, I invited her out. So that's why I always feel bad to this day about what happened. We ended up going after we was done clubbing. He had like, it's this big suite room that celebrities always get at the MGM, and we was partying there. Everybody was chilling, having a good time. Everybody started dipping off with they such and such. I had like 2 words with Chris Brown because he seen me looking for my homegirl. And he like, you looking for your friend? She went that way. I'm like, thank you.
That was the 2 words.
Thank you. 2 words. That was my 2 words with Chris Brown. I'm like, thank you or whatever. So I end up finding her, whatever. Everybody ended up pairing off like whatever girls that was there for whatever. She went with a guy in his entourage, and I went with another guy. So now the night is over. You know what I'm saying? Everybody dipping off with who they gonna dip off with. Come to find out, who the guy that she dipped off with, he must have left the hotel to go, because this at the MGM, so he went to go gamble. So from what she telling me, she thinking he came back in, because they had already slept together. She thinking he done came back in there to sleep with, like, like wake her up out of her sleep and get some more. But whole time he was downstairs gambling, so that wasn't him. But she was asleep. So you know how when you and your nigga roll over, or whoever you roll over and you let them, get that out or whatever, while you still sleep. Whole time it wasn't him. It was somebody else in his entourage. So it's like she basically got. You see what I'm saying? Because after that was over, when she finally woke up and he was still not there, she called him like, where you at and why you didn't wake me up all the way, like talking. And he like, what are you talking about? Like, I've been downstairs gambling since such and such. Damn. So she like, what? So it just let her know that somebody else came in that room and did something to her. Yeah. So I'll say that was the craziest night. And then I remember whoever I dipped off with, because I got my money. I remember the police banging on the door. Boo, boo, boo. We waking up, we like, what's going on? Because she must have, she was fucked up about it. So she wasn't going to be quiet. She called the police, and yeah. And it's just crazy how shit like that happens, because it wasn't even him. It was somebody in his entourage.
Damn.
And that's how shit be going on with them. They be getting in trouble for shit that don't even got nothing to do with them because of the people that they keep around them.
Did she try to put the case on him? Or?
No.
She was just like, it was somebody.
It was because they ended up finding out who it was.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it was just crazy. It was a crazy night, and I always felt guilty because I'm like, damn, I invited her out, and she got raped.
So we see. I've been to Vegas 100 times, and with the glamorous lifestyle, like you said, there also comes the P's, the pimps.
Oh yeah.
Now that's a different side.
Oh no, pimps hate me.
Okay, now why do pimps hate you?
Before I even knew I was renegade.
Right.
I didn't even know what renegade. Somebody had to tell me I was renegade.
Someone called you a renegade while you out there? That's renegade.
Somebody had let me know, like, you renegade. Like, you not for that shit. You don't play that shit. You not for that shit. You not about that shit. You're a renegade. And I'm like, what's a renegade? They basically told me that's somebody who could never be pimp, ain't never been pimp, and ain't never gonna be pimp. Like, so... Yeah, it's a lot of pimps out there, and they be thirsty.
So how did you avoid it? I know that you said you're not gonna do it, but they got all types of games and situations to make you.
But it's because the game that they spit, I can help you get this, I can do everything from credit scores to cars, everything that they could say to me that they can help me get, I already had it. So I just feel like, who the is you talking to? Like, you should have called me when I was a little girl, when I first came in the game. I'm in this shit now. I'm in the game and I'm doing good on my own. Like, why would I give my money to anybody? Never understood that.
You had mentioned that to a certain degree, you've made so much money in a club that you've been kind of like extorted.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
There's a manager, or I'll consider him a manager because every club that they claim that he owns or runs, I know he don't really own it. He just attaches name to it and manages it. But long story short, I was making so much money at this club in Vegas. Girls would complain about the way that I hustled because I was out hustling them. And they would complain to this certain manager about me, and he would come to me and threaten me to lose. He knew how much that job meant to me because he seen the type of money I was making. So he would threaten me with basically extortion, like, well, if you don't pay me $1,000, you can't work here anymore. And the few times I had to get him them $1,000, by the grace of God, I have like a $3,000 night. So I'll be like, here go your 1,000. I'm still walking out with 2,000. Like, you, here you go.
Right.
But that still was up. Like, how am I getting extorted for being a hustler and being good at it?
If you had like a tape recorder device and you went in there and you had him saying that, give me $1,000, and then you probably be shutting down that club like they did DJs.
They ended up getting shut down.
Right.
When did they? They had got shut down because that was, remember, I think that's why Blueface ended up having to do them 2 years he just did. Because that was that park. He was shooting in a parking lot at somebody.
Oh,
that was that club.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what club we're talking about then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you ever got turned on doing a dance?
No.
Have you ever got turned on messing with a customer outside the club?
I mean, the money turns you on, so I can not. No.
Right.
Have you ever felt like I'm pretty sure you've had your fair share of tricks. Mm-hmm. Definitely probably had your fair share of sugar daddies. Mm-hmm. They come through want to take care of you. Have you ever felt at any point between the two like, I could take him serious? This could be a thing.
I actually did that before.
What happened, girl?
I met him at that club in Vegas, and it was a slow night, but a slow night there was like still $1,000. That used to be my slow nights, $1,000 nights. And he came in, he was super tall. He was like 6'9". super tall, so he instantly got my attention. He was older though, so I knew he wasn't an athlete, but I don't know. He just his height just had me, and he picked me and like a few other girls. He threw money on us. We made like at least 900 apiece, and me and him we was vibing out of all of the girls, and he had told me like if it don't pick up in here, like basically if you don't make no more money for the night, come and see me. I got you. So my little young ass, I'm like, okay. Instantly went to see him. I wasn't even thinking of asking about no money. This really what put me into the game, to know my prices, to know how much money I want from these niggas, to know what not to go back and forth about. Like, look, my price is my price, because this was me just being young and dumb. Like, he was attractive. I knew he was gonna take care of me, but when I got there, I didn't ask for no money, and I ended up spending the night. But when I woke up that next day, he's like, I'm calling your Uber. What's your account? Like, he asked me for my Zelle information, and he Zelled me like $1,500 that I didn't even ask for. I didn't even, like, I knew he was gonna give me some money, but I didn't know he was gonna give me that much. So I ended up started liking him. We started dating, and we had got serious, but it didn't end well because he was married.
When did you find out he was married, girl?
I found out like in the beginning, but he like made it like they was separated. She ended up finding me, and she like gave me the rundown on everything, and all this money he was tricking off on me was basically her money. Like, she was the breadwinner. It was crazy.
Was he like paying your bills, like paying your?
He was paying my rent. He was buying me jewelry.
Did you hate when he left? Like when it had to end?
When it had to end, you know what? I was happy because I had got everything that I wanted from him. I could have. It's like he knew that I was ready to leave him because he kept putting stuff in front of me. Like, I could have got a car out of him, but it was like that was gonna take more of my time that I would have to keep wasting with him, and I had to really just look at myself and be like, is it worth it? And it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. So I got everything I needed and wanted out of his ass, and it was hasta la vista.
Have you ever been scared of a customer?
Scared, like
I ain't going to talk to that nigga. It's something about him.
I ain't gonna lie. It was one time. This was after that club in Vegas had got closed, and I was just trying to figure. I was good though. Like, I had tricks. It was another club out there too that had dancers on the weekend, so that was still good enough money. But I was still like trying to figure it out. And I had went to this club in Cali. I forgot what it's called. I think they changed it to some name now. Who owned it? Did they say? Not Snoop Dogg. I don't know. I was in Cali though at some club, and this white man came in there looking like not the Osbournes, but like them rock stars off TV. Like, he had black eyeliner on, like he had dark makeup on. He looked it crazy as hell, like he was coming to shoot the club up. I was scared as like, what is this nigga doing in an urban club? Right. And ain't nobody go up to him. And my crazy ass, I was scared, but I was like, you know what? He might get some money. I was scared as but I'm like, he might be the one. Let me go up to his ass. And I went and spoke. He wasn't on shit for real, but his ass looked as scary as fuck. Like, emo is like the most emoest person you could ever think of.
Right. What is your thoughts about women walking the blade?
Ooh, I don't judge them, but that shit is scary to me. Right. And then I don't know what type of money I've never done it. I've never thought to do it. I always used to feel like when I used to see them in person in Vegas, and I never understood it. Like, why won't you just go? Cause some of them be decent looking, like bodies still in shape. Like, a lot of them be real young too. So I never understood it. I always used to wonder, like, why won't they just find a club and dance at a club and just make club money and do what they're doing on the, like, you could still find niggas for money in the club. So it's just like, why won't you make club money and that type of money in a club?
Those are those
I never
renegade thoughts.
like. I don't know.
Renegade thoughts.
They would tell you not to be around her.
I'm just saying it did. That's how the math for me.
Right,
So
right.
I'm just like, I never.
What
It
you're saying
never.
makes total sense. It does.
Okay.
It does.
I
I'm just
never
saying
understood
it's bad for business.
Yeah, that's why I said pimps hate me. They don't want me around they bitch.
Right.
Cause I'm gonna really get in some game. They gonna be like, what the
See him next time. Yeah, nigga, I'm done.
Get away from her.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts about body count?
I feel like it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No. For men or women.
Right.
I don't think it matters.
You believe that like a woman could have like a loose cat? Like it be like
that's like the question when you ask a man, like, what is good? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm sure they'll tell you it ain't loose.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't never had kids. My shit's still intact. My shit in and not out. So
You got no roast beef.
yeah, I don't got no roast beef. My shit is inside. But I mean, I've heard men say that like when they talking shit to a female, or you know what I'm saying, if a bitch is getting down talked on real bad, loose this and that, but
she's like, I don't know nothing about it.
I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it.
Do you feel like there is a such thing as my customer?
Yeah, it is. Because when it be a girl customer, it's they customer. It's been times where I can put two and two together like, okay, he's here for her. And them bitches be having them niggas locked in. Because when she go to the bathroom or go get a drink or something and you try to slide your little glance in, I done had a few niggas like, give me that look like, I'm here for her. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't even waste your time. Like, I'm here for her. Right. Or if you catch a nigga before she even get to him, I've been told before, like, I'm here for somebody. So yeah, it can be my customer.
Do you feel like if he come in, like let's just say he come in and he been tipping you the last 3-4 times, he been tipping you, y'all been kicking it, he tip you, leave. He come in the next time and he tip her. You feel like you got the right to be mad?
No. I don't feel like I got the right to be mad.
Have you ever hit a customer?
Hit?
Yeah.
Like physically?
Yeah, like slap the customer, punch the customer for getting out of line.
Like,
okay. Just question.
Why I don't believe her?
No. No.
What's something a customer said that you'll never forget?
That I'll never forget.
Yeah.
There's been a few customers like when I first started dancing. When I was in Houston, I was like 24, and I've had a handful of people tell me like, you don't belong in here. You're not supposed to be in here. Like,
and speaking of not belonging here, you said you were raised Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah. And
what I know about Jehovah's Witness, I was raised Jehovah's Witness on some weird shit, but that's like a very sheltered world, and to come in the game,
very sheltered,
is like it's very wild. Like, so what does it do to your soul? Just being in that world and having that experience of being a Jehovah's Witness and then going in that world and being in the game. Does it affect your soul at all?
No, it don't affect my soul because I'm more spiritual than anything.
Right.
I don't really see myself as a religious person. And I was a kid. I didn't have a choice. Like, I remember I used to be there not wanting to be there. Like, oh, I can't wait till I grow up. I don't gotta be doing this shit no more. Like, what is this? Now, nobody want to... I'm tired of this. I don't want to go to the Kingdom Hall. I don't want to do Bible study. No. I just used to play my part for my nana. And I used to know one day I'm going to grow up. Like, I'm not going to have to do this forever.
Right. Couldn't wait. Right. Facts. I feel you. Is there something that you said that you wouldn't do, but you ended up doing?
That I wouldn't do? That I wouldn't do, but I ended up doing. I mean, when I first started out, I always said I wouldn't do like extra stuff outside the club because I didn't have to.
Right.
I was just making pure money when I was in Houston, but when I got to Vegas and I got into that lifestyle, yeah, I was definitely sleeping with people for money.
Okay, so what was a turning point? Like, because you say you didn't have to. And even when you got to Vegas, I'm sure you didn't have to. So what was it? Can you what was the turning point of that?
That turning point was that time I was just telling y'all about when the tall gentleman
that
I met, and even though he told me he was gonna give me money, the way he gave himself his budget of $1,500 to give to me,
right.
Like that was my turning point. When he gave me that $1,500, he like, oh, I'm about to call your ride, and what's your Zelle? And when I just see the $1,500 come to my account, that was my turning point. I said, oh, okay. From now on, anybody that I do anything with, I need at least $1,500.
Oh, okay.
I need that. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that every time.
Right.
If not more.
But it's like in that situation, it's kind of like you just wanted to do it with him.
Like, I did exactly.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. The fact that I got what I got out of it. That was my turning point.
Right.
It was no looking back after that. It let me know, even though I'm worth more than $1,500,
right.
It let me know my worth. Like, you don't never do nothing out here with nobody for nothing less than this.
Yeah.
Do you feel like $1,500 was like a Vegas price? Like, you know, because shit hit a little different in Vegas.
Maybe it was a Vegas price. The way that I was taught the game, that's the price for like 9 to 5ers. Like that's the minimum. $1,500 is a minimum. And if you having a bad night, you'll do 1,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is like a Vegas price if you want it inside the club? Is it twice that or?
I don't know. You talking about inside the club?
Yeah. Like,
if you want the VIP.
Yeah, I'm in VIP with it.
I only had one VIP in Vegas, and it was like around that much, like 2,000. So
right.
What's the worst city to dance in?
The worst city right now,
or just
I'm sorry to say,
ever
Dallas. Right now, I feel like Dallas is the worst city to dance in. What
about when New Dallas comes in?
Now that's different. And the last time, but you know what? Even with New Dallas, if you pay attention to what they throw when they go to other cities, they give us the pennies. They don't throw like the last time that they was at DG's. I'll never forget. They didn't pick no girls. They don't have no etiquette. They don't pick no girls. They throw their little money, even if they throw $8,000 or $10,000. After it's split between 35 girls, I think we all made like $150.
Speaking of DGs.
Oh wow, the dirty ghetto. The dusty ghetto.
You know, we gotta put flowers on the tombstone.
Yes, rest in peace, DG.
It is gone. Did you feel saddened? Because a lot of girls have been feeling saddened about it. Did you feel sad when you heard that it had closed down?
I wasn't sad. It was a more so like I knew it. I knew this was gonna happen. The last few times that I've danced was at DG's, and I wasn't making no real money. Like the last few nights I had at DG's, I probably made like $200 or $300, and I felt it in my spirit. Like it made me look at myself. Like, is it me? You know, or. But I was looking at the club. I'm like, no, people aren't coming in here. People, and the people that would come in there, the little sprinkle of customers that would be there, they would just be there drinking, eating, smoking hookah like it was a hookah lounge. It was like, it slowly turned into like a little hookah lounge because people wasn't coming in there and throwing money like they used to. And I got to DG's like during their last little spark that they had. Like, I got to DG's in 2024, the beginning of 2024. So, I seen the end of it. So, the stories I used to hear about how they used to be money wars and this, that, and the third, I wasn't there for that. I didn't get that part. Money fights and shit like that, I wasn't there for that. But
yeah, they got
it
to the
was
point where
sad to see it go.
they just started hiring anybody, and like you used to be able to go
Yeah.
to DGs and it'd be like the baddest of the baddest in Dallas, and it just
Yep.
okay. Well, do you feel like the Dallas scene could be picked back up? Like the strip scene in Dallas can uh redeem itself?
I don't know. I do not know. I mean, it's been all these years, and it seemed like every time clubs they trying to do it with Pink House, and we seen what just happened there, and that's not looking too good. Like it's not giving that guaranteed money like it used to be. Like I miss those days when I know I'm gonna make $1,000, like minimum.
What's the craziest thing you ever seen in the club?
Mm, the craziest thing I've ever seen in the club, um, a guy doing off of my boobs, I guess.
That's pretty crazy.
So he wanted to go to VIP, so he knew his look. Like, you don't have to do it. Just can I just?
Did you
mind
charge
if-
him extra?
Oh, of course. You mind if I do a line off of your ass? Go ahead.
Stacks everywhere.
That's probably the craziest thing.
Right. When do you think a dancer should quit?
I like because I came in the game at 24. I used to think like the quitting age was 30. I used to think like once you hit your 30s, that's when you quit. But evidently, that's when bitches get into their prime.
Right.
Like so, I don't know. I feel like a dancer should quit definitely by the time she hits her goal, and if she don't have a goal, like once you start getting out of shape, start gaining weight, I think that's when it's time to let it go. Like once you're not visibly looking like a dancer anymore, I think that's when it's time to let it go.
Right. Online money. Did you ever get any of that?
You know what? I got into OnlyFans late, and I was like my OnlyFans is PG-13. Like you can go to my OnlyFans right now. All you gonna see is pictures of me in lingerie. Like I ain't never did nothing wild. Like I never played with myself or did any had OnlyFans or nothing like that. And I was making like $500 a month being inconsistent. And then I just completely just stopped. And I wish when I'm thinking about starting it back up, just with my lingerie pictures and stuff like that, because I had it set up to where it was like I was trying to be more theatrical with mine, like have like mukbang Mondays where I'm like eating food like crab legs and slurping food and just being more artistic with mine. But yeah, that was the little run I had with OnlyFans.
Okay. Have you ever got into it with a dancer?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, and what was that behind?
I got into it with a dancer because I had a birthday. I had a really good birthday at DG's, my last birthday. And I knew it was gonna be good. So instead of me buying out just the 2 sections, that stage right there at the top.
Yeah.
I bought that section. I basically bought that whole side out because I had enough people coming to fill it out. Right. And I think I probably made like 10,000 that night.
Right.
But I just felt disrespected because I bought these sections out for a reason. So why the are other dancers thinking it's okay to come over there and try to maneuver around and be in my customers' faces? Everybody over here is here for me. Right. So why are y'all trying to make money? And when I said, because I've always been quiet when it came to work. Like I was never a rah-rah girl. You'll never catch me arguing with girls in the locker room. I always came and made my money and went my ass home. Never had friends for real. So when I finally spoke up for myself, bitches was confused. Like, wait a minute, what? And I'm like, no, yeah, this is my, all this over here is mine. So I'm gonna need you to move around. And it's like they refused to move around. So I had to get management. Management got them out the way. But yeah, like that was probably the last time I had to get into it with a bitch. Like, come on now, it's my birthday section. What you doing?
All right. I feel you on that for sure. Have you ever been robbed?
Yeah. Like, not a normal rob, but like I've spent the night. This is when I was still a baby stripper. I spent the night at a nigga house in Houston.
Okay.
And it's crazy because he was from Chicago, so I should have knew better being from Chicago. And it was like an apartment full of niggas. And the nigga that I had went, I slept with him. We didn't do nothing. And I don't know if that's why it happened, because I didn't him or whatever.
Did he try?
Yeah, he definitely tried, but I wasn't on it. I was a baby stripper. I wasn't on that.
Right.
And I let him know I wasn't on that. I don't even know what made me think to even go spend a night over there. I was just doing anything. But I remember I had made $1,000 that night, and where he stayed at was near a bank. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna go to the bank in the morning. I should have left my money in the Airbnb where I was at.
Right.
Brought the money with me. I woke up, money gone.
What happened after that?
I went crazy. I'm like, where's my money? He playing it off like, oh, one of the niggas probably had took it. I got you. I'm going to give you your money back. Never gave me my money back. I was going crazy. I lost my little man, yeah. It wasn't like guns to head, but yeah, I woke up and my money was gone. So I definitely got robbed.
Have you ever been jealous of any other dancer?
No. Never been. I'm not the jealous type. I always used to feel like if what's for me is for me. So,
right.
If you had to give, like you said, you were a little older, a little bit more mature when you got into the game, and you kind of learned as you went. Like you didn't really have like necessarily like an OG. Mm-hmm. What would be your advice to somebody that is jumping off the porch that's like, hey, I'm about to get up in the game and I'm about to make it do what it do?
My advice would definitely be to stay away from pimps. Make your money, save your money. And don't always feel like you got to take care of everybody because you making that type of money now. Because that's why I went wrong.
What was the most craziest celebrity that you've been around that you like, oh man, besides Chris Brown?
I done been around Chris Brown, Rich the Kid, athletes, craziest. Oh, Flavor Flav. I met Flavor Flav. I had to I'm like, can I have a hug?
Yeah, son.
Yes. I done got me a little hug from Flavor Flav, Flo Rida, what's his name? I can't think of his name. I done been around a few rappers.
Have you ever been like, man, I'm gonna get with one of these celebrities and they just gonna take me out the game? Has that ever been your mentality?
No, I never thought like that.
Right. So what's like the end goal for you? Because like you talk like I could tell by looking at you that you get money, right? Yeah. And so like you talk about getting all this money. What for?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm at that point, and that's why I say I'm transitioning, because it's like I'm starting to want more like outside of it, right. And just wanting to save my money for a purpose and not just having money and not knowing what to do with it. Right. But I don't know, like I've been thinking about boutiques and getting into like entrepreneurship and stuff like that.
Oh, that sounds good. Most expensive purchase?
I bought 2 dogs. They was like $1,800 a piece.
What were they?
Golden Doodles.
Okay.
Expensive purchase. Probably my last apartment I had. Okay. At One Dallas Center. It was like $3,000 a month, right, for a 3-bedroom. Okay.
Thanks. Man, it's been great talking to you, man. It's always a good time when you sit down with us, man.
Of course.
Thank you for coming to Stripper Stories.
You're welcome.